Hello everybody, this is episode, I believe, 55 of my Factorio playthrough. Last episode, I utterly failed at killing a demolisher. This one over here. Or, where is it? It's somewhere around here, I think. I honestly don't know where it is, though. It could be really anywhere in this territory. But, yeah, last episode I utterly failed. I've looked at some guides since then, and apparently if you just throw enough poison capsules at it, it will eventually die. Okay, there it is. So, what I'm going to do is just, yeah, I think I can tell where it's about to go, so we just keep flinging poison capsules. And I need to stay outside of its range. So, I think they said 50 poison capsules, and then it should start to die. Yeah, so long as I stay outside of its range, like up here, and just keep flinging more poison at it, it will die, I believe. Now, the guide I had watched had a couple other things, but I think it's taking damage. Yep, it's taking some damage. Not taking enough damage, and I got cornered there pretty bad. But, come on, let me... Oh, I ran out of poison capsules. Okay. That's not good. That's really not good. Okay, yeah, I died. I got down to half health, though, which was pretty good. So, maybe if I have more poison capsules or something. Can I boost poison capsule damage? That's something I want to figure out. Can I boost poison capsule damage? Military 3, perhaps? Wait, what unlocks... Okay, this unlocks poison capsules. It doesn't look like there's anything to boost poison damage. See, now, I could also get uranium. Get, a lot of uranium, and then make uranium cannon shells. Because I make this can be... Actually, very little of this uranium can be put into a rocket. So that's not good. Oh yeah, SS Mega is here above Vulcanus. And it's hopefully building more ammo. Because yeah, all my thrusters are full, that's all good. Ice, carbon, iron, all that's full, so now it just has to build more ammo, then it can go back. But yeah, the distractor capsules, poison capsules, I mean, I guess maybe if I use enough of these defender capsules, I can then get that last little bit of damage I need. But I don't really know how well that would work. Yeah, what the person I watched did is they put down a gun turret with a little bit of ammo in it, and then put down a whole bunch of poison capsules. I'm thinking maybe I do that on a larger scale. Set up a lot of gun turrets all filled to the brim with a lot of ammo. Like 50 or something gun turrets. And then throw a bunch of poison capsules in the area of those gun turrets once it's after them. Like, that might work. So, I could also try to make rockets. Although, no, those only do explosion damage. Rockets might not be the best. Landmines, maybe. I highly doubt laser turrets would be good. I think gun turrets I'm just gonna need to stick with. Gun turrets, defender capsules, all that stuff. SS Mega, you have some capsules you can send down? Yeah, it's gonna drop down a whole bunch of capsules. And why are you guys requesting transport belts? Weird. So now you just need coal. You're making cannon shells, which are going to my tank. You're making radars I probably don't need. See, I'm getting more poison capsules. I'm getting a lot more cannon shells. Maybe if I just have my... If I just drive my tank out there and then pelt the thing with cannon shells while I'm poisoning it, that might work. But currently what I'm going to do is just set up a bunch of ammo. So it'll make me gun turrets and ammo to put in those gun turrets. Oh yeah, tell it to break up that. And the whole reason that I want to, kill a Demolisher is so I can get access to the tungsten patch that it's on top of right now. Because currently it's on top of a tungsten patch, and I don't like it. I want to get this tungsten patch, and I want to be able to use it freely, instead of the Demolisher just going insane at it. So now I have a whole bunch of distractor capsules, whole bunch of defender capsules, and poison capsules, along with some gun turrets. Not as much ammo as I would hope, but it's still some. Also, make sure I don't have any pistols. See, I've gotten over 100 logistics robots, and I'm near 100 construction robots, which is pretty good here. Apparently my SPM is really, really bad, and I don't know why. Oh, yep, the copper. I'm missing copper for green science. That makes sense. Copper is really low because a lot of it's getting used up for green circuits. Green circuits are getting used up for red and blue circuits. Red and blue circuits are getting used up for rockets. And I don't really want to lessen my rocket production. I suppose these don't really need to be super fast if they are higher productivity. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out all these speed modules and make them productivity modules on these as well. Because if they're higher productivity, it means they'll be using up slightly less copper for basically the same output. There we go. Because that should mean at least some copper is getting, or more copper is going through. And then with more copper going through, that'll provide, copper is going all the way down there, and all the way up to here. This copper is really only for the electric engine units, and then my science production. So this is actually in a really terrible spot to pull for science production. Huh. Alright, well that's kind of annoying. But whatever. Like, at least these are now taking much less copper over time. Like, worst part is I have this copper patch up here, and I had a copper patch down here. Don't know if it's still here or not. But, besides that, there's no real copper patch that's close for me to be able to use. Anyway, what I wanted to do though this episode is get uranium ore. I want to at least get some uranium ore production. What I'm going to do is just set up this. So I'm going to need pipes of sulfuric acid. Then, how would be the best spot to get sulfuric acid from? Honestly, probably from pulling it like right here. Then probably going around here. What do you mean I'm not automating underground pipes? It's such a simple thing. How do I not have those automated? Underground pipes and that's another thing I should probably automate. It's purple chests. I'll automate those because those might be useful sometime. Okay, then yes, I do want to go through the train tracks. And how far down do we need to go? Pretty far down, okay. I guess what I can do is just cancel all this. Like right over here. We just take it up. Roadport. Just need a little bit more coverage there to be able to fill in that spot. And then yeah, that'll get sulfuric acid down here. Now I have no clue what I'm actually supposed to use uranium for. I've never set up uranium processing or anything like that. So I'm just gonna have it output onto a transport belt for now and just hope I can figure out what it does. Or figure out what I need for it at least. You shall be limited. So why are you not producing? Because my bots are just pretty slow. Okay, well that's fine. That'll eventually get me uranium. And I guess it'll tell me once I get uranium, because this research will be done, and that'll allow me to make centrifuges. And centrifuges will, yeah, allow me to make the other uranium I need. Huh. It'll make cool uranium stuff, I guess. I could go for the atomic bomb. That is something I could definitely do. It's too heavy for a rocket and needs a lot of uranium, though, so I don't know. Cluster grenades might be interesting. I don't know, though. I'll keep sticking with what I currently have. Yeah, uranium ammo is what I really want to get. So, cancel all that. Set that one. Uranium ammo needs uranium processing. And that'll give me uranium cannon shells. And that does a lot of damage. Yeah, uranium cannon shell is gonna really help. Although I am gonna need to ship uranium to Vulcanus, which might not be fun. Alright, I have a lot of cannon shells in this tank. I have a lot of poison capsules, and I can tell where the destroyer is. So can I use these while in a tank? Yes, I can. Probably not the best idea to, but I'm going to anyway. Like, I don't know if they're that good against destroyers or anything. Okay, this is actually really not wanting to work. Tank is just gonna have to sit there. I have a whole bunch of defender capsules. It'll probably be fine with just these. Like, I bet they can start shooting at it now. No, they're all getting hurt from being near it. Alright, here we go. Now I have a whole bunch of space where, like, I can juke it and stuff. So now we just throw down a whole bunch of these. Okay, that doesn't really want to work. What if we throw down a whole bunch of these? Like, it has to fall eventually. Oh, come on. You're really gonna be this powerful? Oh, I'm out apparently. And I got blapped. Wow, not even taking any damage. It's annoying. Whoa, more turrets are engaged with the enemy. Huh. Like, I probably could have hurt it. I just wasn't able to in time. What? Why is he going back after me? Alright, now he's going back to his normal stuff. So, I didn't get really any of the things I was hoping for. Piece of ground magazines. Let's make that be like 500. Give me a whole lot. More poison capsules, more gun turrets, and more of these. Just more of everything. I bet this time I'll be able to kill it. Because with a bunch of gun turrets set up, and like I lure it towards the gun turrets while I'm throwing poison capsules at it, I should finally be able to kill it. Like, that tungsten is the only thing I need before I leave this planet. Heck, all I have to do is kill a destroyer or get some form of automated tungsten in this area, then I can leave. But instead, that destroyer is just going to prevent me from doing anything. So now I'm going to go back to Novice and see what I'm waiting on for uranium. Because if it really gets to that point, I will just simply make uranium weaponry and just send that out to Vulcanus. I'll use that if I have to. Also pretty cool that I'm getting some backlog of science parts now. You need iron sticks. Oh, I don't automate iron sticks. Alright, uranium has been obtained. So I guess I should probably hook up iron sticks to automation and what else should I set up to be automated? I guess regular engine units. I don't know if I have those automated yet or not. Doesn't look like it. So that's cool. Anyway though, apparently uranium I just mined some. Alright. Actually, instead of engine units being automated, what we should do is these centrifuges. Can it craft everything a centrifuge needs? Ooh, cool. Another rocket got launched. So this megaship's just gonna chill up here. This megaship's gonna get built. And then once this megaship is built, it'll go build another megaship, which is pretty cool. Okay, you are not gonna have any of the speed modules that your predecessor had. No speed module 2s. You are going to be requesting depleted uranium. I'll just say 100. That'll take a lot of rocket launches, but it's gonna be good to have it. Novice. Oh, I guess they're going out to do something. Oh, probably this. Okay, yeah, everything's already set up to be automated. Which is pretty good, because now it'll make a centrifuge. Okay, and now I gotta figure out... I think I gotta put this uranium through a centrifuge to get anything useful out of it. So you're gonna set up like a whole bunch of these and just see what it does. Okay, it'll make those two things. And then I suppose I can just have each of them output into a chest. And then the uranium that I'm going to need is going to get taken out, while the uranium I don't need is just going to stay in the chest. And yeah, I'm currently missing centrifuges to craft that stuff, but that's because this is pretty slow. Still requesting iron gear wheels and concrete. But, oh, now we can also request this to make better uranium, I guess. But no, actually what we first need to do is this one. Then Destroyer. Destroyer does electric damage. Oh, that's the thing that the things are weak to. I'm blanking on what they're called, but yeah. An electric... I could do election weapon damage, or electric weapon damage, I guess. Yeah, I'm getting uranium ammo. Power Armor Mark II might be kind of interesting to get. Maybe. Yeah. I suppose going for physical projectile damage would be pretty nice, just to really get good on that. It's still taking so much copper, that's insane. Like, barely any copper's coming down here to make these. Thinking of, wait, where's my storage grid? Here it is. How much copper? It has so much copper in the storage grid. So much copper is in the storage grid. Can't I just, like, plop you down, request, I don't know, 1,000 copper or something? Boom. You request copper, you get hooked up to power. And now my science is going to be receiving at least some copper. With some copper going to science at least, it will be able to make green science and red science all of the time. Because, like, I don't like being low on, I don't like being low on a particular type of science. What I want to be low on is, I want to be low on labs. So I can always just add more labs to make this quicker. Then why you don't have any centrifuges? Centrifuges are taking a while to craft because you are low on concrete. Interesting. Okay, and now it's auto-filling concrete. It's crafting a centrifuge. There we go. And now some robot's gonna go make that. And now we just need it to get more advanced circuits. Okay, pretty simple. Pretty simple, but now it should start making what I need it to. Uranium. And then some of that uranium is going to go up to this megaship. Once I have, everything else in this megaship built, then it's going to start requesting some uranium. You're going to say, item count. You want to have 0 uranium when you leave. Or when you get to Vulcanus. You don't really care, you're just going to keep going back and forth. I guess I could do... Or no, the robots that this guy sends are honestly useless. So, I'm not going to worry about that. And yet, it is picking up quite a lot of ammo in its storage. It's actually storing some ammo. So, it can get ammo on Vulcanus. I don't need to send it back immediately. That's good. Alright, this is now getting the uranium it needs. It's now making some uranium at least. And then my robots will eventually take some, pop it in a rocket. Currently these are waiting on processing units. And processing units are waiting on red circuits. Red circuits are just slow. Okay, we're not waiting on really anything, it's just that red circuits are slow. That's kind of annoying. Well, I mean, I guess I can just take this and move it over a whole bunch. There we go, just make more. Also, you should probably be a fast inserter at this point, because I kind of prefer my robots being able to fuel what they need in crafting in this robot mall instead of these going on up to blue circuits. Yeah, currently the only thing I'm missing is just more centrifuges. Distance requesting space platform foundation, which is pretty cool. Yep. You aren't ready to launch yet. You are, you're just requesting the space platform. That's pretty good. You're limited, you are not properly limited. You are limited properly, you are limited properly. You're proper, you're proper. You're good, you're good, you're good. You are plenty good. Honestly, this entire one can just be destroyed. It's not really needed. You are good on limiting. Like, a lot of the stuff is now full. Or its chests are almost full. So that's good. Oh, forgot there's a lot of stuff in that. Oh, nice. Rocket's getting launched. So my megaship is gonna be slightly better. Wow. That just pulled out all of my construction bots to just destroy this one rocket silo crafter. I suppose it does almost have enough stuff to craft 2 rocket silos, but still. That's a lot of construction bots. And it still has more concrete. They haven't even taken out all the concrete. How have they not even... Oh, they haven't even been taking out the concrete. It's just been steel they've been taking out. Wow. Oh, things are missing construction robots. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense, honestly, you're missing construction robots. Thankfully all of these are still going good. All of my advanced circuits are still producing advanced circuits. And even though this is taking most of them, a couple of them are slipping on to go up here. And then they are getting used in... Oh. Ooh, rocket silo, let's go. It's gonna launch another rocket. That's pretty cool. Nice, this one's about to get built, and now it has some uranium. So we head up to this megaship, and now it is possible. Oh, it's already requesting uranium. That's pretty cool. I honestly didn't expect it to take priority. But, cool. It's requesting at least some uranium, which means as soon as this one's space ready, I can get uranium weaponry on Vulcanus. It's probably gonna take like forever, but eh. So currently, what I'm mainly waiting on is I want to be able to make, or at least first I'm gonna need to make tungsten plates. They need tungsten ore and molten iron. And that probably shouldn't be too difficult now I'm thinking about it. Just plop this right here. Tungsten plate. Set up that. Then set up requester and an output. Requester, which is gonna hook up like that. Set requests. Read ingredients. So now you're going to be requesting tungsten ore, which we currently don't have any of. But I bet I can get more if I keep extending my row-report network. Making it so my row reports can build anywhere is going to be very useful. Because if they can build anywhere, then they can mine rocks anywhere. And now I'm going to make a deconstruction planner to do, right click. Yeah, there we go. And trees and rocks only. There we go. So now, we just set up this huge thing to deconstruct all the trees and rocks in my network. So now suddenly they're missing a lot of construction robots, but that should be giving me, and yeah, it speculates about 400 tungsten. That should be enough to at least begin making some tungsten plates. And all I need is one tungsten plate, and then I can unlock the recipe for science. And metallurgic science is tungsten carbide, tungsten plate, and molten copper. That's honestly pretty simple. So, all I gotta do is come up here. I'm gonna set up two of you actually. One right there, and then one right there. This one right here is going to be for the science. So this one's not gonna be set up yet. Yeah. But this one up here is going to be for the plate. This one is going to be set up, because it's all pretty simple. All you need is that going down to that. Alright, we can now make the metallurgic science pack. We chuck it in there, and boom. This will be able to make it eventually. So requests, read ingredients. That's all pretty good. And then, this mega ship currently doesn't have any requests. You're going to be requesting Metallurgic Science Pack. And you just went back to Novice. Okay. That's okay. Gonna wait until Metallurgic Science Pack is more than, I'm just gonna say 200, because I believe that is a, oh, rock capacity is actually 1,000. Oh. More than 1,000 then. And then if I send up a second rocket immediately after the first one, then okay, it'll trigger this inactivity thing. So now this isn't gonna run out of ammo, I think, until I get back to Novice. Which means it's actually going to be good. It's already sort of running out of ammo. It's already halfway done with its ammo, I should say. But it's almost back at Novice now. Okay, it is now over a third of the way done with its ammo, but it's much more than a third of the way back to Novice, and now we're going to start encountering less and less of the medium asteroids that need its ammo. And it has so many asteroid chunks saved up. Okay, it never ran. It's running low on ammo, like really, really low now. But it's also almost at Novice. Is it gonna make the trip? Is it gonna make the trip without taking a single bit of damage? I think it might. It very well might. Has it done it? Did it do it? It made the trip without any of the guns going empty. 300 firearm magazines is perfect. Alright, that's fun. That is really fun. My mega ship just had its first successful journey out and back. That's awesome. Okay, now, have we made any science pack? Oh, gotta rotate that. Science pack, let's go! I've made one metallurgic science pack. Actually, a good few metallurgic science packs. Wow. Alright, with metallurgic science packs, that now means that, like, my rocket ship... What do you mean if things being damaged? What did you do? Did you enter the domain of a... How'd you get damaged? Wait. Huh, apparently one of them got damaged somewhere down here. No clue what it was doing. We can just pop you right there, I guess. Bop. 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 There we go to bring power to this one. Then where else are we gonna need it? Suppose up here is gonna be pretty useful to get airport coverage on. Another thing got damaged. Oh, they're breaking the trees, then running immediately over the trees. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Yep, they're breaking the trees that catch on fire, then catching themselves on fire. So long as they don't get destroyed, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I have actually a pretty good chunk of logistics and construction robots now. Eventually what I'm going to do is set up like roboports on the edge of a dude's domain. I think one farther up, right? Yeah, there we go. And then having roboports on the edge of their domain will mean I can appear into there and have robots steal from their stuff so long as the guy's not near it. And I can also put radars there to be able to keep better watch. See, there's tungsten patches up here. Doesn't look like there's any tungsten though nearby besides this patch up here. And that patch is going to be super difficult to get because this demolisher, wherever it is in its domain, is super annoying. Okay, I could probably set up some guys up here. There we go. Also, now I'm actually pretty well equipped, I think, to go kill a demolisher. And I'm not going to right now, because, like, it would take a lot. Okay, I don't need to request any more of these. Ingredients, you can just shut off. So I only really need to be requesting poison capsules because they're the strongest weapon against destroyers, piercing rounds magazine, and gun turrets, so I can set up like a little defensive spot. Yeah. And then pretty soon here, my metallurgic science packs, whenever the ship comes by, I'm going to be able to send metallurgic science packs up to it. What am I currently waiting on, though, to make these? I'm waiting on tungsten. And that makes sense, because I don't have much tungsten. Okay, this SS Mega's back on Novice now, and is literally just waiting on that section. Can I maybe... Oh. So now, on Novice, we want to drop all metallurgic science packs. And then... okay, yeah. On Novice is going to drop all metallurgic science packs. On Vulcanus is going to pick them up. Oh, things being damaged. Oh, again, they keep flying over fire. Maybe stop doing that, guys. Yeah, like, I should be getting both carbon and tungsten, I suppose, from my random stuff breaking. And those are going into metallurgic science packs. Let's go. Like, with metallurgic science packs set up now, I can eventually research artillery. So, we cancel all those. Honestly, cancel that. Artillery. If I can just make a single artillery turret. And heck, all I would really need to do... Oh, it needs tungsten to make... Well, I have everything for an artillery turret automated here, though, on Vulcanus. So I could just set up an artillery turret bot mall thing. It'll make artillery turrets and artillery shells. I have everything for them automated. And an artillery turret is going to kill a destroyer. And then I could go for, like, increasing its damage, its range, its shooting speed, all that stuff. But for now, these are the most important things to me. Yep, you're already queued, which is good. What's next? I suppose Automation 3 is gonna be useful to get an Assembly Machine 3. Lab research speed is always nice to get more of. And... so what else could I do with this? I could do cliff explosives. That might be cool. Coal liquefaction allows me to make more stuff out of heavy oil, I guess. No, that doesn't seem that useful. Speed module 3s. I could just go for speed module 3s. No, I'm just gonna go for cliff explosives. They'll be useful eventually. Alright, so this mega ship is gonna get all of its stuff and cargo. And then this mega ship is going to bring uranium for weaponry. And yeah, it has a lot of unfulfilled requests right now, so that's just gonna have to chill for a little while here. But I mean, this mega ship is definitely looking better than it did before. Now Vs, what are we really waiting on for rockets? More processing units. It just seems like processing units all the way. We were waiting on them because we just need, again, more advanced circuits. It's insane. Can I? Okay, I can. There we go. So now what I'll do is just, you go down a little bit, you go down a little bit. Those need to get set to be deconstructed. And then you go up a tiny bit. You keep going, you go up a tiny bit. There we go. And then you, just gonna run underneath here and go right there. Here we go. just straight up making more of these. Because they all have productivity modules in them. If I just make more, like I'm not using up all of the resources I'm putting into them. If I just make more, it'll be better. Like, yeah, I have actually coppers going through and going to all my other things. I actually am getting some science now, which is really good. Like, I'm actually researching stuff. Oh, now it's waiting on yellow. That's interesting. Oh, that makes sense why it's waiting on yellow science. I kind of forgot what processing units we used in yellow science, honestly. So that's annoying. Sure, yellow science is basically a rocket with slightly less demanding needs. Because it doesn't need rocket fuel, but that's about it. It's like a small rocket. Mini rocket. See, these can basically just be automated, I feel, to keep going. Or like I can just copy this and keep pasting it. Alright, now I need to actually rotate it, which isn't going to be fun to have to deal with. Suppose that'll work? Oh, thing got damaged, but it's just a drone flying over some lava. Drones have always been kind of dumb, I feel. Because, like, yeah, they're useful, they're enjoyable to have around, but man, they really don't know when they're doing something good or not. Like, they just... It's annoying sometimes how, you tell them do this one thing, and they will do it, even if it's gonna make them break. Wait, am I low power? No way I'm low power. That is insane. Don't I have like a whole bunch of steam engines? Oh, I'm running like incredibly low on coal. Like this is plenty of coal. So what is it? Is it the... It's probably the belts. Yeah, it's the belts. The belts are being slowed down by something. The belts are being slowed down by right there. And I mean, also these belts are pretty slow. What? Huh. I don't know what it thinks I'm doing, but it's at least working now. Alright, that's pretty cool. This entire bottom row can now be deconstructed. Because it's no longer usable. Like, I am fully gonna drain this coal patch. Alright, here we go. Now they're making it slightly faster for the coal to get everywhere it needs to go. Here come the huge swaths of construction bots. The fleets. I don't really understand why no bot has replaced this yet. This splitter. Because it's really important that a bot fixes that splitter. And it just hasn't been fixed yet. Because without that splitter being fixed, this is still... doesn't matter what type of belt these are just going to be slow. There we go. And now that's a faster splitter, so almost all of my coal is going back up to my power, which is incredibly good. I'm actually going to be fully powering stuff, and this belt of coal is getting used up somewhere along the way. What is using up all of this coal? It's going up to here. And over here to some more power. That's pretty good. That was having a little bit more power. And it's also coming up here. And oh, thing got damaged. Yeah, it's coming up to here. Where's this? Just a train. That's just... oh, no, it's also coming up to here. Which is some steel. And it gets added to my belt. And then this is where it's just probably being used up. Oh, this megaship is back en route. Megaship is back en route. This is gonna be big, because it'll be able to pick up metallurgic science packs now. Let's go. Oh. The Demolisher did try to go after my drones. A drone probably went in the area, slightly annoyed the Demolisher, and then, yeah. Okay, well, this megaship is almost at Vulcanus, and so far it is just plowing through everything. It has run out of ammo, which might be an issue. Please tell me you're not going to break. It's run out of stored up ammo, but I don't think it'll break. I think it'll be fine. Just keeping on, keeping on. Yeah, I think it's actually going pretty good. Not enough hub storage space available. Oh boy, you've filled up on asteroid chunks. You are full of asteroid chunks. Alright, well, it's at Vulcanus now, though, so it'll wait until it has a lot of metallic science packs, metallurgic science packs, and it'll wait until it has ammo, which is going to need it to drop off a whole bunch of asteroid chunks, but that's okay. Vulcanus has a little bit of science packs. Not many, but a little. It needs more tungsten carbide, though, and more tungsten carbide needs more tungsten. And we are actually requesting the tungsten that it needs. That's pretty good. Alright, you can see the Demolisher kind of patrolling its territory. I guess I could put a road port up here, maybe. And probably also over here. Alright, SS Mega is... Oh, I need to actually set Vulcanus's rocket silo to do that. And I should probably at least set up something here for it to do this. Okay, no, you're not gonna do that, actually. You are just gonna do requesting of those, requesting of this, and requesting of... where is it? This. So low density structure is, I think, actually pretty easy to automate. I just need to set up some plastic, and I need both copper and iron, which I could probably do by, like, right here. We just get underground pipe, like right here. You're gonna do this casting, and of course you would want it to be like that, so we gotta do this, that, this to this to this, to then do this. You can't go right there, so that's annoying. Huh. How would I do this then? Because I guess you pop out right there. We can then do underground right here? No. Right here? No. It would need to be over on this side somehow. Which could be done with... Nope. Ooh, no. Okay, I actually need to do this, like, long way round. I need to do that. There we go. That should do what I need to. And oh, we're finally missing this. Because you need tungsten carbide. You just need a lot of tungsten carbide, which you actually do have. So I don't really know why I had shut you off. Crafting those is going to be incredibly useful. Alright. Well, this episode has gone pretty well so far. I have made metallurgic science packs. Now, they're not actually being, like, properly made yet. But, or, like, they're not, then I'm not making a lot of them because I don't have a proper input of tungsten. I'm just letting my robots break some random stuff here and there. But it's still probably gonna do good. I think it'll be fine. I also got uranium set up on Novice. Is it what didn't really do much, but yeah, once this mega ship is done, it'll send its uranium over to Vulcanus, and then I can use it. Alright, robots are working on that on Novice, which is chill. Yep, they're all working away here on Novice. And I think I'm regaining a good chunk of my power on Novice, which is good. Oop, we're running low on green circuits again. Apparently robots are hungry. But, I mean, it'll make some more. It'll fill up again, and then it'll be good. And yeah, these don't have proper productivity modules yet. Once they're all full of productivity modules, then it'll be much, much better. Oh, I never actually set this up to be underground. Whoops. That would have been kind of important. And this is just a whole bunch of oil. Like a lot of oil, Jesus. All of this oil is just going into this one train here, which is then making all of this. So one mega ship here fills up on metallurgic science packs, and then it'll drop them off on Nauvis. What I should actually do, though, is on Nauvis, I also want it to pick up a bunch of the stuff like rocket fuel, processing units, which are 300 rocket capacity. Alright, cool. And low density structure, which is 200. I want to pick up all of these, so it can then drop them off on Vulcanus. Wait, no, not that Vulcanus. These are from Nauvis, and then these are going to be for Vulcanus. It'll drop off all of this stuff that it has from Nauvis onto Vulcanus, which is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, this will only be active on the specific planet. Yep. So, boom. It's gonna need to get at least 1,000 metallurgic science pack, which is 1 rocket capacity. But it could also, if I send up 2 rockets in quick succession within 2 minutes, it'll have 2,000 metallurgic science pack, and that's pretty cool. Next episode, I think I'll try to take out a demolisher. I hope I can kill a demolisher, honestly. I don't know if I'll be able to, but yeah, that'll be my plan for next episode. Thank you guys all for watching. Bye.